Hi, lovely people. We're back at it. We're back in nature. Finally. I will try not to make this too shaky. And we got some tea. Okay, yeah, so I'm back at my forest, my city forest. Um, I really wanted to get disconnected and lost in here today, but I crossed the whole forest in no time with no devices, and I realized that fuck, like, this is too small. This forest is way too tiny for me. Like, I'm already at the end. Like, for some foreigners, I think this would seem like a very big city forest, like a huge forest actually. But for me, I've spent my whole life here. Especially when there's no snow. I know every single corner, every single tree here, almost. I spent my whole childhood here. Always used to come here after school. Used to do photo shoots in every single little place you could set up a tripod. I could come here and do videos and photo shoots all the time. My Instagram is full with this forest. If you would scroll back like 5 years. Um, but yeah, I do crave larger spaces. I do crave bigger forests where there's like where you can actually get lost. It got me thinking about how much more do I need to feel content? Because it has always been my dream to be living in a forest or very close to one. Well, basically far, far, far away from society. And what is that? Well, I haven't been here a long time. There are new things that I keep seeing. Oh, it's a car. What? Okay. Car shouldn't really be here, but okay. Why is it driving my way? So I come here with a wish to get lost, but I'm afraid it's not really possible anymore. But yeah, how much more do I need? When will I know that I am in a space that I will forever be interested in? Like, come on, like, I cannot go further here. Like, well, it's a city forest. And here is a big fence, because a big part of this forest is a racing car road thing. How is it called? Like a trail for cars to race at, and there are many events happening. It's very active. All kinds of racing cars, also formulas, and in winter when there's snow, you can go skiing right here. But that was not my plan to reach it today, but you literally, like, there's 2 steps. You step into the forest and you already are here. Oh, you can see this. This is a very, very old and rusty finish line sign. Well, it's not a finish line, but it's like a last lap, something, something. So it looks very abandoned, like everything does in Latvia. But this place is definitely not abandoned. Let me just show you. I can actually go in here. See, it's always open. And I can actually choose to come here whenever I wish. It's always open. It is closed only partially when there are some racing happening. And sometimes it's closed fully. It depends on what is going on here. But most of the time it's all open for everybody, and when it's all snowy, I come here sometimes to ski. And in summers, you can definitely skate here with your roller skates, or you can ride your bike, or do whatever, or you can run, or whatever. But yeah, this road takes up a big part of the forest. So what I was saying, how will I ever know, or will I ever know that I have found my permanent home when I will choose to settle down in a physical location? I have no idea. I'm just like, sometimes I like to wonder about this. Do I really want to live alone in nature? Or do I want to live with a human family? With other humans? Well, not many, but maybe one or two. Or maybe I want to live like in a small community, in a small village. Maybe I want to live with cats only, or dogs and cats, or just a bunch of sheep. Maybe I want to live with my birds and that's it. But it has been my dream and my goal for my entire life to have my own private tiny house in the middle of nowhere. And it's not like I don't know what that is and what it's like to live at a countryside, because all my summer breaks from school, in all summers, I used to spend at my grandparents' house, and it was basically pretty much a good introduction how it's like to live one with nature. Of course, I didn't have to do all the dirty work. I didn't have to keep the animals alive. We didn't have a lot of animals. We only had a dog and maybe a few dogs and cats. But if I ever chose to have, let's say, sheep or like goats or something, if I ever chose to have chickens, I would have to learn that. And but I really want chickens. I want birds. But I have experience with that as well, because my aunts and other family members, like more distant family members, used to have chickens, and I used to spend a lot of summers actually babysitting chickens. So one of my happiest memories in life, just my mom left me at her sister's house for some weeks at a time in summers, and my only task was to just be with chickens all day, and I was the happiest person alive, just spending time with birds and literally torturing them. I mean, torturing, like hugging and like running around with them and feeding them random things and just communicating with them. Like, I grew up talking to chickens. Like, what do you expect from me? Like, look at me. Please forgive me for recording and posting such stupid things on the internet, but it's all part of my journey. And I'm talking about the last few videos. Some of them are really embarrassing, but I'm not here to deny that was a part of my journey and still is sometimes. Like, some videos are very optimistic and uplifting, like this one, where I actually feel like I'm regaining hope in life. And some videos are just like labeled, I hate all people and I want to murder children, Sometimes my duality shows me weird things that come out of my psyche, okay? Look at this. So, we're gonna go somewhere there. There are a few people here and there, but it's Tuesday, so not that many people. Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about the few things that improved my mood the last few days and what really flipped my perspective of life upside down the last few days. I do not feel as depressive anymore. I can already feel the shift, I feel the changes, and I feel like I am getting a little bit more in control of my life. Fuck, like, I feel the planets, like, I feel the shift so bad. Like, knowing astrologically what's going on is so important because it really gives the language and the meaning to my struggles or wins. Because when you know how to read that language, when you have the skill, then you can give logic and predict everything. So, anyway, we're gonna climb a little bit uphill, you know. So, I feel like I'm getting back in control of my life because I actually signed a paper that says that I'm quitting my job at the end of this year. And I decided to take care of myself step by step and recover from the shit that has fallen on me this year. Oh, this is very pretty as well. And I decided to get my nails done. Boop, 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 boop. They're kind of a yogurt color. My friend said that they're a blueberry yogurt color. They're kind of light pink, but not really. Like light purple, very light purple. Yeah. And it already shifted my entire perspective on things. Oh my god, let me see. Wait, look at it. Wait. I should really buy a GoPro or something. I've been dreaming of a GoPro for such a long time. Because the phone is not cutting it anymore. The phone is not doing what I wanted to do anymore. And technically I am on a vacation right now for 2 weeks. Then I will have to work a little bit more at the end of the December and then I'm quitting. Yay! It already feels like such a blessing because I can see my life continuing finally because I was in such a deep hole. Couldn't see it continuing at all. I was so trapped. It's just because of my own head and the circumstances that I put myself in. So I am definitely at way better odds right now because another thing that I really love doing that somehow just happened to me is that I'm teaching music lessons right now. I met this one beautiful girl. Why did I say beautiful? I don't know, but like she's just very cool. And she knows nothing about music or music theory. And I know everything about music theory because I have graduated music school and I'm a musician myself. I write songs, I perform them, but she knows nothing. And for somebody who wants to understand the language of music, I can teach the beginnings, the beginner level stuff. I can teach even a little bit more advanced stuff as well. This is so pretty, I don't want to leave this place. It doesn't translate to the camera, but the fog today in our country is pretty severe. But in the forest it doesn't really show up that well as it shows up on the streets. But yeah, if you look a bit further with like the camera cannot capture, but the fog is everywhere. Yeah, so I'm teaching music lessons and I'm making a little bit of money from that. So right now that I quit my job, what I'm doing further, I will have to live with my parents a little bit. But that's fine because something is going on. Something nice is going on that we somehow decided that like we're starting a business, like me and my mom. Oh, I saw. Oh, what is that? That is a mushroom? What is this? I don't even know what is that. Wait. So this guy is pretty. This guy is nice. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is that meanwhile, while I live with my parents a little bit, what really feels good in my gut and what my intuition is telling me is that I need to start that business and I need to invest the money that I've saved up so far into that business. And it kind of makes me feel a bit sad because I was saving up this whole year for going away, for flying away, for starting a new life in a different country and just moving away. Because it's my dream. It's like, but I realize it's like a bigger goal that I don't think I'm ready for yet. I need to do what I feel like doing in the moment and not focus on the future because it will come to me. And in this moment, I feel like starting a business, investing those resources that I've saved up into the business, it could actually benefit me because I am not the person who can work for somebody else. I've never been that person who feels good and comfortable and happy with my life when I have to work a regular job, and I was just tolerating this and suffering from this for this whole entire year. Look at these guys. Look at these little tiny little things. Yeah, I like them. Anyway, and my vacation is already filling up pretty quickly with meetings, events, and stuff like that. And yesterday I had the lesson, and I had another meeting. I got my nails done. Today I have another event planned that I have to attend to and participate in, like this game thing with some of my friends. And then I have to meet another person that we'll talk about some collaborations with. Like, I love this. Like, I love that I have the free time, but I don't have to, like, work. I mean, yeah, obviously, like, that's what everybody will want. But, what I'm trying to say is that I think that whatever happens to me and my resources in starting that business, when I will decide to do that in next year and devote all of my time on that, then I will figure out if this is for me or if it isn't. But whatever awaits me, whatever comes next, I know that it will be plenty of times better for my soul and my spirit than the hell that I've put myself in this year with a regular job where I have to carry heavy weights and lift heavy things every single day. That's not for me. And where I have to tolerate kids and families that are angry and screaming at me every single day. And I have to be on my feet for 8 hours a day, run around a whole giant store and pretend like I know something when I don't give a fuck about anything there. So I do give a fuck about my art projects that I will try to sell in my business. And I do give a fuck about promoting them, making artistic promo movies or photos or something. And my mom knows a thing or two about starting a business and keeping it up. And my brother is actually studying finance or business or something like that. So, I mean, whatever happens to me, even if I lose all the money, this will be a lot better for my heart and soul than, yeah, you already know. Okay, so I think I managed to get a little bit lost in this forest because I finally reached the point that I always reach when I feel good. That like I think I'm in the middle of the map, in the forest in the middle right now. I really like that feeling because I can go whatever way I want and I will not get out as soon, So I really like the point in the middle of everything. And there's nobody here. Yesterday I wrote a big list or not like a list, but like a little, okay, like a bullet point thing, with the qualities that a person should have if they want to be my partner. Or, like if I want a partner, then they should be this and this and this. Otherwise, it's just totally not gonna work. And the more you write those lists and the more you think about it, I just described myself. That's who I want to be. That's who I am, and that's who I strive to be. So, the most important partnership in this life is with yourself. It's you against you, and you together with you. We're climbing up again. So that's what's up. So there is a very random pond, like a little frozen square pond. That's so random. It's just like a perfect square, and it's frozen. That's the randomness of this place. But yeah, I have been feeling a lot better now that I finally made the choice to quit. And I will lose my independent living. I will lose my private sacred space. I will have to suffer with 4 people in the same 3-room apartment. I mean, I never liked living with my family. I'm just like, okay, like, let's not talk about it, but like, let's see how it goes. I don't want to think about it, but I will have to make it work. I have no other choice. But yeah, I wanted to reflect a little bit on maybe what it means, what it really meant for me this year to work at this place, what it changed in me, because it was not all bad, I really saw this year, for such a long time, I saw this year as just one big waste of the year. But to be fully honest, I grew up this year, the most out of all years. I learned how to be independent to the level that I never have before. I learned how to be self-sufficient in its literal sense, to be strong in my own body and confident with talking to people and doing things myself and not relying on others and waiting for others to explain something for me or do something for me or to show me how something's done. I just had to learn fast, and I had no other choice. I was thrown in an environment where you have no other choice to learn how to swim, or you just drown the first day. And I was living in those, well, I still kind of am there. I have to still be there. But at the end of the year, I won't be there anymore. So I have been living in that. Oh, hi, birdie. Hi. I was living in that place, in that environment for this whole entire year. And I realized that I can do anything. Like, if I can do this, then I can do anything. And I think I really needed that in life, because before all of this, I don't think I even realized how incapable of doing things on my own I feel. Like, I wasn't really aware of that much. That I have always felt very incapable of doing something very hard. Like, both physically and mentally, like, I always thought that I would not survive something, and I would just give up so fast. I would give up on struggles so fast. If I cannot do something or succeed the first try, then I would always give up. And this year, I learned how to overcome this from such a perspective that I never thought I would. I never expected to learn this lesson from this point of view, from this place, from living like this. Because I don't even know what I expect. I didn't expect anything. Of course, I didn't know anything, but you can never really know. But what I'm trying to say is that this is such a weird way how to learn this lesson. And whatever works, I guess. Whatever works. So, yeah. I really hope I'm not too shaky or the sound is good. Otherwise, you will probably kill me. But I have to invest in a GoPro someday. Because I really like doing this. And this is the content that I consume on YouTube as well, mostly. I watch Gooby and Dooby. I already mentioned this channel before. And I just watched his nature walks and talking about the human existence. That's all I watch. Yeah. I think I'm slowly overcoming this. I feel the wheel turning. I feel life moving on and really time passing. I feel the time passing, and I've missed that feeling so bad. I've missed the feeling of time passing and things moving and changing. Oh my god. I don't want to repeat myself 100 times, but I was in a void where I felt like I was repeating the same day for months and months and months. And I was so bipolar. And anyway, I'm very happy to be alive today. And I need to drink my tea. And again, the forest is so small, I already can see the end. It didn't even take me this whole entire video to get lost. I cannot get lost in here anymore. Every single path is known. That's why I have to get lost again, metaphorically and physically, geolocationally or something, geographically, I guess. I'm happy because learning how to live in the moment and appreciating what you got and realizing that everything in your life and your whole existence and your whole human life basically consists of present moment, of many little tiny moments of the present and your awareness of the present. When you actually take it in your brain and think about it, and you really appreciate the hot tea, you appreciate the nature, you appreciate your healthy body, which is also one thing that this year taught me. I got so fit and I lost so much weight. Dude, I lost so much weight. I used to be together with a person who, when he hugged me recently, he said I don't recognize you. What's wrong with you? Where is your weight? When my mom also hugged me, she was like, no, this is not you. This dog jumped on me. He was so happy to see me. Yeah, I lost so much weight. But yeah, that's not the point. The point is that I got physically stronger 20 times. And I realized that I'm capable of so much. And it really challenged me. This year challenged me physically, mentally. And I think I really needed this challenge. Because now I know that if I can survive this, I can survive pretty much anything. So, I'm so grateful for this year. I'm just really grateful. I'm grateful for this forest walk. I'm grateful for the day. I'm grateful for my vacation, where I can finally rest and take care of myself. Because I haven't been taking care of myself and my skin at all. And my vessel, my body. Yesterday I got my nails done. It already feels like a major win. Like a major win. Like a major step forward into taking care of myself. And this is not for you. The nails are for me, okay? Because every time I do something, or I cook, or I don't know, I do art, or like I fold clothes, or something simple like that, like brush my teeth, I do it with pretty nails. And I get to see them, and I get to look at them, and I am an artist. I am a person who needs her environment to be aesthetically pleasing, okay? If things don't look good together, then they're not gonna make me happy. And I'm speaking about my home, appliances, tools, things I own, furniture, everything. If it doesn't look good in my eyes, if it doesn't match aesthetically, or if it doesn't radiate the right visual vibe, then I will not be feeling happy, and I will always feel weird and moody and sad, and I will hate working in the space. I will hate living in the space, and I will hate using the appliances. I will always think that I have to get a new kettle because the old one is so ugly, even if it works perfectly. So this life for me is not about practicality as much as sometimes it is about aesthetics, but the same for clothing. But right now I look like a potato. And that's fine, because when I'm in nature, I don't give a fuck, you know. We're here to be warm, okay? So I know, like I just said, it's all aesthetics, but it's really not all aesthetics. Okay, there's many people, because I am exiting the forest, but I don't want to exit, but I think I will have to. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being there with me in this video, and thanks for commenting always. Bye bye.